Hello everyone, my name is Matt and welcome to my backyard. This is the very first bit of content or very first episode that I've ever made, and I'm going to be walking through this journey of getting my lawn in great shape. I have a front yard and a backyard. I just recently purchased a Rio mower and I just have this grinding obsession to make my lawn look perfect. Maybe that's because I'm also a golfer, but here's my backyard and we are just getting started. So let's get in it. So basically, this yard is mostly, looks like tall fescue and a little bit of Bermuda. I have been cutting it down quite a bit with my McLean recently in order to see what areas were not level. So as you can see, there are some parts here that are scalped a little bit, but I'm going to show you how I'm getting started. So obviously I think I may have gotten a little too ambitious, but that's okay. In these beginning stages, you can see there are areas here that are just totally scalped. I had cut straight into the crown of the Bermuda and some of the fescue, but the positive from that is I was able to see a lot of the areas that are high. And what has happened is because we have had the same gardener using the same rotary mower for so many years, we have these tracks, and I'll show you them here. So it's not the easiest to see here, but there is a depression along this whole area. I can stick, a good portion of my finger down into here where the mower track was hitting, whereas up here it's much higher. Here it's much lower. So what we're going to be doing tonight is we're going to be taking some fill, some topper that I have gotten, and we're going to be filling in some of the low sections here. So this area here was probably the worst. There were several gophers that were here, and I would say that easily maybe it was a good maybe 3 inches or maybe in some spots even 4 inches below. So we used about half a bag of the topper on it. But let's hit some other spots. I got another one right over here. Let's fill that in as well. You can see how much lower some of these sections are. It's a good, I would say, about 4 inches. So I thought I had hit all the spots yet, but I missed a few, so just gonna fill these in real quick. So I'm not sure exactly what to do. Maybe some of the YouTube community can help me out here, but there are areas here that over time have actually created kind of like a mound in between the typical mower tracks, and I'll show you them here. We have like the tire track that the typical rotary was coming through here and over here somewhere on this side, but in the middle here it's kind of hard to see. It got scalped, but there is like visible areas where it has been raised. Now I'm trying to level out some of the flat spots, but I'm not sure as to what to do to kind of get these mounds a little bit lower. I was thinking of maybe digging out and taking some soil from underneath and then replanting some of this grass once it grows back a little. Obviously it was scalped, but I am getting some blades growing back from those crowns. So let me know if you have any good suggestions on how to get that fixed. Man, sometimes you just gotta take a moment and just admire the view. It looks awesome. It's nice and warm here tonight, but this is just a great view. It's cool to see a lot of the fireworks there. As it, being July 5th, we have those the late bloomers still shooting some off, but got a few more patches here to fill, so let's fill them up. So some of these areas were actually recently replanted with some champion sod. This is one of the areas here. As you can see, it obviously is a lot greener. Unfortunately, when the gardener who put them in, he did not put them in evenly, and they do sit quite a bit lower. So unfortunately, on some of these areas, even though it was replanted and it's pretty healthy looking grass, it's gonna get covered up a little bit. So I'm hoping that doesn't set it back too much. I know obviously this isn't visually kind of the best looking lawn you could have with all this topper on it, but the end product is the goal, so that's what we got going for us. I must say though, from this angle, it doesn't look too uneven or too bad. It's kind of nice. He's still got some stripes on there, even though my McLean doesn't have a roller on it yet, but work in progress. Alright, so it's the next day, and I realized that I didn't follow up. Just threw a little bit of water down on the grass here. But it's a good sign because we can already see that there has been some blades that have kind of already snuck through. So if we see here, I already got plenty of grass blades that have kind of poked through already, which is good. Everything is looking pretty flat and nice already, so it's going to be interesting to see within the next couple days or so how everything looks, but so far it's a good start. So thanks so much for tuning in to kind of my first episode and getting everything started here. I'm going to be posting some more updates soon, just about the progress here, and I'll be showing you my front yard shortly, so feel free to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and kind of help out getting my channel started. I would love some more tips and advice just to how to get this thing looking as good as possible, so feel free to leave comments, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks, God bless.